Hi, this is Don Sharp, the OBR guy. We are so pleased to be able to present to you OBR Intel, the first and only completely customizable oncology-focused e-news service. What we're going to do today is provide you with a video of my screen so that you can understand and take advantage of the capabilities that OBR Intel has to offer. First thing you want to do is go up here into the URL field and type in obrintel.com. That'll get you to the page where you can either register for a free 30-day trial or you can subscribe directly. I've got a username and password, so now I'm logging into OBR Intel. The key with OBR Intel is being able to customize the information that you want most and filter out the others so that you can get a dashboard and a newsletter every day that provides just that information that you want. We're going to determine the information that we want by selecting our preferences. If you look up here in this navigation bar, the preferences page and the dashboard page are probably the two pages that you'll use the most. Down here you can see my dashboard. I'm going to navigate the dashboard in a little bit. But first of all, just so you can see and get a feel for it, you can see these are information widgets that store and provide the filtered information that you want. Okay, so I'm going to go over here to preferences and I'm going to select the preferences of the information that I want. So here in our first selection is tumor tracker. This is all the tumor types that I can select from. I've got leukemia, lung, lymphoma, ovarian cancer, all selected. Prostate cancer, you can select as many or as little as you want. We've got an other interest area tracker, ASCO and ASH, business, FDA, regulatory. You can do things like health, diet, exercise, patient care, personalized oncology. So we've got a whole bunch of what we're calling other interest areas that you can track as well. And all this information, these selections, lead to your widgets. The two that I think are really novel and interesting are being able to track information by company or by product. So in either case, I can select from the field of choices here and just click on the box and I can get information on Novartis, Exelixis, Genomic Health, Immunogen. I can also type selections into here and search our database for companies. And then lastly, I can come over here and view all companies, and I can select this page and see a long page with all the company options that we have in our database. I can do the same thing with products. Okay, I can select products from the field here. These are all generic, all branded products. I can select investigational products, or I can select generic or investigational or brand products from this list, or I can come over here and I can select view all products, and I can get to a page with a lot of different product choices. So I've made my selections now on the information I prefer. Then I need to select the widgets that I want to see, and I've got them all selected here on my dashboard. Select the time zone, hit submit, and my information will populate onto those product information widgets. You'll see the dashboard in just a second, and then when my dashboard populates, I'll go through all these with you. You can see I've got featured news headlines, OBR Finance, any companies that you selected and put into as a company you want to track will show up here with streaming stock quotes if it's a publicly traded company. And then I've got my OBR Finance indicators such as bulls and bears, winners, losers, all stocks and profiles, very rich database of all the oncology companies. Then we've got our information widgets, tumor tracker, other interest area tracker, my calendar. As you know, we have a very an outstanding editorial board that makes comments on our news. You can click on here and a pop-up will come up with each individual's comment. You can also come down to the bottom and view all editorial comments that we've collected over the last year or so. We've got other widgets including OBR Radar, upcoming pivotal events, our Pipeline Online widget, which I would argue might be the best oncology pipeline database out there, searchable by tumor type or by phase. As I mentioned, we've got the product tracker and the company tracker widgets. All these widgets are movable if you just take the hand and grab it and move it. And interestingly with the product tracker and with the tumor tracker is we've got pubs. I didn't mention that, but when you select bladder cancer, you're going to get your news articles, but you're also going to get your pubs. Over the last 60 days, we've seen 5 pubs with bladder cancer, and you click on that and a pop-up comes up. Very valuable tool to keep track of what publications are being made are being published in your chosen tumor type. And importantly too, that's a rundown of 45 different peer-reviewed clinical oncology journals. Okay, so this is my dashboard. I've set my preferences. I also have my account where I can track my profile. I can see how much time is left on my 30-day trial. I can see how many months I've been a subscriber to OBR Intel, and that's an important thing. You know, OBR Intel is only a monthly commitment. It's not a annual commitment. You can opt out at any time. But or perhaps most importantly, you get a newsletter every day. And so while we have all these information widgets in this whole dashboard, I think it's really important that people know that you're still getting a newsletter with OBR Intel, and it's much like OBR Daily, only better. And in fact, it's important for me to stress that by subscribing to OBR Intel, you're not missing anything. You're getting everything that's in OBR Daily, but more. Okay, so it starts out the same with a editor's box at the top, our featured news, but then our customized news, and you can see all the companies, products, tumor types I've chosen to track are listed here. I can go back and change them anytime, change my preferences by logging into OBR Intel. And then I've got my customized news section. So what we've done is we've given you the ability to pull out the information you're most interested in. Same thing as OBR Daily, we provide the headline, the first sentence, the source, the date, but we also, and the link to the article, but we also include the categorization so you can see why it's in your custom news section. Then as we go down, I've probably got 10 custom news articles in my custom news section. And then we go down, clinical oncology news, just like OBR Daily. You've got your business and policy news and your broader healthcare and pharma. But then importantly, every day you'll get your publication report, which is customized according to your preferences. We provide you with the headline, or excuse me, the title, the source, the date, the reference, the link to it, and then also why it is where it is. So this one was from colorectal cancer. This is a breast cancer publication. Look at all the publications I got in one day. That's from 45 different journals. Multiple myeloma, we've got lung cancer, prostate cancer. So all these tumor types that I'm tracking are showing publications. And then over in the right-hand column, you get your news commentary from our editorial board right here in the right-hand column. You can also get your top 3 winners and losers. You get your Pipeline Online database, OBR Radar, a few elements from there so you can keep track of what's coming up, the events calendar, and our job board down at the bottom. So that's your newsletter that you get every day along with a subscription of OBR Intel. So I think what we've provided is a great way for you to filter through the information that you want and don't want, and give you the opportunity to store it all in your dashboard, organize it as you want, but also still get your daily news, just like OBR Daily, and all that for $25 a month. I hope you'll join us, and we